I've got another pretty exciting video to bring to the channel today. This video is similar to my previous video that allowed you to bring personal vehicles from GTA Online into story mode. However, this video will show you how to do that, as well as bringing vehicles that you do not own on GTA Online into story mode, such as the Banshee 900R here, that is fully customizable, which I do not actually own on online, which I will show you in a minute, but I'll show you how to do this process. So first of all, what you need to do is you need to access the creator mode, either from story mode or from online. It doesn't matter which one you do. So go ahead and go into creator mode, and what you need to do, you need to load up a race and then go on land race. And the reason we do this is because when you start up a race in online, you can choose from loads of different cars that you don't even own, which we'll be able to glitch into story mode. So go ahead and fill in all the details, and you want to make sure you start the race up here in Sandy Shores, as this is an important location. So make sure you come up here to Sandy Shores, near where Trevor's trailer is actually in story mode, but it doesn't show up on the map, but you'll be able to find it. So make sure you place the trigger around this area, because this is where we will be starting the race. So just fill in all the details, doesn't matter what you put them is. I'm just going to fill them in quickly, call it YouTube tutorial or whatever. And some settings are important in a minute. So you want to put it on GTA race, because we need to be able to get out of the car. You want to put it on a point-to-point race, not a lap. It doesn't matter what size grid. Make sure you have a medium-sized grid. If you have a small, it will spawn in motorcycles, which we can do as well, but it won't spawn in cars if you only do a small grid. So it doesn't matter what class you start as, because you can always choose the class when we start up the race. So you need to start the race around this area I am at the moment. You need to put the grid down, and then you need to make sure your race is over 0.62 miles, I think, which I'll show you. So you make sure you can do the race, complete it. So I'm just going to fast forward it here. So if you look in the corner, you can see the race length. So we're going to make it long enough so we can complete it. So you don't even have to put the checkpoints, like close to each other. You can just put one right at the end. And then we need to test it so we can publish it. Well, not publish it, so we know it works and then we can save it. So I'm going to go ahead and test it. So there we go, we've completed it. So once we've completed it and we've tested it, we need to save it. So make sure you save it, obviously. So we don't need to publish it, we can just save it. And now we need to exit. We need to exit into story mode, and we need to select Trevor. So you need to exit the creator into story mode, and if you spawn with Trevor, and then just make a quick save as Trevor. If you don't spawn as Trevor, swap to Trevor and just pull up the phone and make a quick save. Overwrite your save in progress already. And then once you've done that, you need to go ahead and go online and go on an invite only session. It's important you go on an invite only session, so no other players can join the race when you load it up. So go ahead and join an online invite only session. And I'm just going to show you quick that I don't actually own a Banshee 900R. This is not the only car you can get from doing this glitch, but it's a car that I don't own, and it's a good car you can get from this glitch. So I'm just going to ring my mechanic and look through all my garages just to prove to you that I don't actually own this car. So this is the Sultan RS. I've shown you.
Through to your garage.
This is my personal vehicle.
Need me to bring you a ride?
You can also do this with personal vehicles, but check out my previous video for that, because you don't actually need to create a race for the personal vehicle ones.
Okay,
so
I got
as
stuff
you can
to do.
see, I haven't got the Banshee 900R in my any of my garages. So you need to go ahead and go up onto online and go into jobs, my jobs, and load up the race you created earlier. So go ahead and load up that race. And now when you load up this race, you need to check the settings. You need to try to find the class from the car you want. So if you want a super car like the Banshee 900R, you put it on super. Put custom vehicles on if you want to do a personal vehicle, and you need to load the race on your own. No one should join anyway. So here's all my custom vehicles. The LG, the Sultan RS. I don't actually have a Banshee 900R. So as you can see, it's a stock Banshee 900R. However, we'll probably change that soon when we put it into story mode. So you need to start the race, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to drive into Trevor's garage. Sorry about that pinging. So just start the race and drive ahead until you get to Trevor's garage. It should just be on the right. You'll have to find it anyway if you started the race around where I said about earlier in a small tutorial of how to make the race. So we're gonna drive into the garage and it should open. This is the only garage that opens on like a race, so this won't work with any other garage. So you need to run out of the garage, and this is the point, you need to make the garage close. So if you park the car too far back, the garage won't close. You need to make sure it closes. So once the garage is closed, you need to press down on the D-pad and switch to Trevor, and it will make you exit the online session. This won't matter, it won't make you lose the race as you're in it on your own, stuff like that, so don't worry about that. So go ahead and exit the race, and as we made a quick save as Trevor, it's not going to spawn exactly where we quick saved as Trevor. However, it should put us back to Trevor, as where we've been online it's going to refresh where Trevor spawns, so he might spawn far away, which is annoying as Trevor always spawns like drunk or dressed up in a woman's dress or some crazy shit or something like that. So if you want to get there quicker, just spawn a helicopter in. There's a cheat that you can spawn a helicopter in like I did, and then we're going to need to fly up to Trevor's garage on story mode. Sorry, not his garage, his trailer up in Sandy Shores. So we're going to go to the exact same location we were just in the race, but this time we'll have it shown on a map, which is obviously the house icon. So we're going to fly over there. So this might take a while if you spawn far away. Right, and now all we need to do is go look in the garage, and we should have a Banshee 900R or whatever car you chose to do in this garage. So there we go, we have the Banshee 900R. Now, as it's not a personal vehicle, it doesn't spawn with the exact same colour. The colours are going to change for some reason, but as you can see, I've got the Banshee 900R. This is the 900R, as if you can look at the body kit, is all wide, and just to prove to you it is the Banshee 900R, we're going to go down to Los Santos Customs, which, and in the normal Banshee, it wouldn't give you this type of customization. And when I mean it doesn't give you the normal type of customization, it actually allows you to do the Benny's customization. As you can see, the body kits here are actually the Benny's customization from online, which only let you put on the Banshee 900R, but as we've obviously spawned it in and glitched it, we're allowed to get the Banshee 900R Benny's original custom parts on story mode, which is pretty awesome. So you can fully carbon it out like I have done, put the cannon exhaust on it, which looks awesome. So yeah, it's a pretty awesome little glitch. So make sure you check there's going to be a list below of some cars that won't work on this. Mainly some of the newer DLC cars, unfortunately, such as like the LEG Retro Custom, the Comet Retro Custom, won't actually work on this because story mode sort of recognises it. Like, it won't let the car spawn in because the game knows it shouldn't be on story mode. However, this glitch method does work with a lot of cars that you won't be able to get on story mode full stop, so it's a pretty good method and way of getting cars that you may not be able to afford online altogether under story mode. So for example, if you never seen or be able to do the customization of the Sultan RS or Banshee 900R on GTA Online, because it is quite an expensive thing to do online, you can just get the Sultan RS or the Banshee 900R or any other of the supercars from the race, which you don't have to own because obviously I've just shown you how to get them from the race, onto story mode and look at the customization on story mode, which is awesome because on story mode you have millions if you've completed it, or you can do money glitches or whatever on story mode. It's a lot easier. So yeah, it's a pretty awesome little glitch to do. So as you can see, you can fully customize this car. The fact that you actually get the Benny's original parts in Los Santos Customs on story mode is pretty cool, I think. And this thing is rapid, by the way, as well. This car is so fast on story mode. So we can also store this car in Trevor's actual garage, his garage that allows him to have 4 cars in. which is good as well. So you can do 4 cars from GTA Online, spawn them into story mode, and you'll have 4 cars that you've never had on story mode before. So that's pretty cool. So if you want to do personal vehicles, make sure you check out my previous video. It's a lot easier than this step. You don't actually need the race to be able to do personal vehicles. But that's the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.